Charlize Theron. Oh, my God. Oh, she's still at it. Okay, this is interesting. So, you all have heard about that story where Charlize Theron, or Theron, or however the hell you pronounce her name, is essentially annoyed that she can't find a man. This might have something to do with it. Charlize Theron reportedly reveals her daughter, Seven, is transgender. So just so you know, this article, which is from the NBC News, it's a lie. It's not her daughter, it's her son. So it should say reveals her son, Seven, is transgender. But of course, you know, we're social justice warrior cunts. And we're going to follow the PC narrative, and we're going to use the language that Charlize wants us to use and mislead the public by labeling this boy a girl. Because, you know, if you feel like a girl, you're a girl, right? Wrong. So, Academy Award winner Charlize Theron. What did she win an Academy Award for anyway? I don't remember. Probably some crappy chick flick. Reportedly shared that her oldest child is transgender. They said child. They didn't give a gender. Her oldest son. No, I don't like men. Do you notice how this only skews one way? Like for 100 transgender people, you might find one that is a woman that wants to transition to a man, and then the other 99 are men wanting to be women. Isn't that a little off? Isn't that a little unequal? You would think the feminists would be friggin' out, too, by the way. Some of them are, right? Especially some of the older feminists, because, they're afraid of losing their privilege. Women can't be men! I've seen a bunch of these old, ugly, hagged out, 70, 80-year-old feminists on news shows recently talking about how they do not agree with the transgender movement. Yeah, sure, because of men becoming women, you lose your privilege, ladies. Her daughter, Jackson, her son... Listen to this language. This is great. So her daughter, Jackson 7, was assigned male at birth. So genders, your biological sex is just assigned to you. So you're telling me when I popped out there was nothing down below, like a penis? The doctor just, was feeling in the mood to assign me a penis? Okay, what are we going to make this guy? We're going to make him a girl? Oh, there's no him, right. What are we going to make this thing, This sexless thing. We're going to give it a penis or a vagina? Huh? I'm feeling like a penis today. Maybe we should consult the mother. Hey, Mom, do you want a boy or a girl? I want a boy! Okay, we'll give him a penis. We'll assign him a penis. You want a good-sized penis, small penis, micro penis, gigantic penis? I want him to have a big cock. Okay, let's find a big cock. All right, let's assign him a big cock. What? There's no assigning going on, you idiots. You know who assigned it? If you believe in a God, chance, chromosomes, genes. This is so stupid. Theron said, according to an interview published Thursday in the Daily Mail, you wonder why you can't find a man. Because any men out there that might want to date you read this and they go like, she's out of her fucking mind. I don't want to date this broad. She's 43. There's no way I'll be able to have kids with her because, she's 43. She's got really short fucking hair. She's got what looks like fucking 12 earrings in her left ear. Another good sign you're dealing with a rabid feminist. In addition to the short hair and the fact that she's 43 and good looking, but alone and a single mother. Fucking alarm bells are ringing, right? I'm hearing that a warning bell, like if there's going to be a nuclear attack. Jesus Christ. I thought she was a boy too. Maybe that's why your boy... I thought she was a boy. So you want him to be a her. Oh, this is crazy. Crazy. The language is so odd. Assigned male at birth. I thought she was a boy too, Theron, 43, reportedly said in the interview, until she looked at me at 3 years old and said, I'm not a boy. It's not a she, it's a he, you idiot. Oh, this really annoys me. The actress has 2 children, Jackson and August, 4. Jackson, August. Isn't Jackson a boy's name? It's a boy. NBC News was unable to confirm the veracity of the Daily Mail article. Theron has a legacy of LGBTQ activism. You think she's bi? Maybe she's gay. Maybe she's in the closet, particularly when it comes to advocating for marriage equality. What does that mean? You do know the definition of marriage is a man and a woman. I don't know what this bullshit is with men and men and women and women getting together and all that shit and having some kind of ceremony. That's not marriage, okay? That's like saying, I want a square to be equal to a circle. But a square is a square and a circle is a circle. You can't make a square a circle. They're separate things. I want to make a fucking square a circle. I want to identify squares as circles and triangles as circles too. Okay, but they're not. Okay, Charlize. Oy vey. So in 2009, she announced on The View. Wow, that show's been a long fucking time. A fat, old, ugly broad sitting around bitching and moaning about Trump. Good God. What were they bitching and moaning about back in 2009? Probably Bush. Oh, no, wait. That would be Obama. 2009, 2008, 2008. Yeah, okay. Obama. Anyway, was this show on when Bush was president, too? Seems like this show's been on a long fucking time. Ugh. So she announced on The View that she would not marry her then boyfriend, Stuart Townsend, until everyone had the right to marry in the United States. She could have got married. I love it. I love it. So she's bitching and moaning now about being single, but she had a chance to get married, but she didn't get married to make a statement, right? Meanwhile, this guy she's dating is like, other people are more important to you than I am. We've been together for years and years and years, and you don't want to marry me because you want to make some kind of bullshit social justice warrior point? What the fuck? I guess he got tired of waiting and got the fuck out of there. Probably that and the fact that she probably paid almost zero attention to their relationship because she's more concerned about LGBTQ rights than she is about the man she's with. I think it would be exactly the same if we were married, but for me to go through that kind of ceremony because I have so many friends who are gays and lesbians who would so badly want to get married, why? That I wouldn't be able to sleep with myself. Weird wording. So what? Theron is also known for playing a bisexual spy in Atomic Blonde. I didn't see that movie, but I heard it was crap. When Andy Cohen asked her about playing a queer character on his show, Watch What Happens Live, I've never heard of it, Theron responded that it shouldn't even be a question. I can't ask you what it's like to play a queer character. Why is that? I mean, I'm not gay, so maybe I'd like to know what it feels like to pretend to be gay, all right? It's just so strange when we talk so much about it, but that's all you do is talk about this shit. In addition to that, you talk about white privilege and feminism. By your logic, we shouldn't talk about any of that stuff, but that's all you talk about. It should be normalized by now. No, it shouldn't. See, this is the agenda, of course, to normalize the abnormal, the deviant. It's something I feel is not represented enough in cinema. Well, 99% of people are not gay, so yeah, movies are made for the majority, not the minority. I don't want to go to see some movie where guys are getting it on and fucking kissing and shit. What was that movie, Brokeback Mountain? Oh my God. I didn't see that, by the way, but I heard it was really disgusting. I don't want to see two dudes out on the prairie on some fucking horse blanket they laid out banging each other. That's not my cup of tea, okay? It's not most people's cup of tea, by the way. Yeah, movies exist to make money, by the way. Imagine that. They serve the interests of the people watching. If you're not interested in seeing two guys get it on, it probably won't make any money. But we should normalize that and represent it in cinema more, even though that's not represented in the general population. Oh, I see. She's a moron. Many are positively responding to Theron's reported announcement in the Daily Mail. Yeah, many fucking morons. Jamie Clayton, the transgender actress best known for starring as Nomi Marks in the Netflix series Sense8, wrote on Twitter, "Sending you so much love. Thank you." Oh, God. Helen Weberly, a gender specialist at Gender GP. Gender specialist? What does that mean? Oh, it's just somebody trained in this PC gobbledygook, word salad, double speak nonsense talk. All right. An online transgender medical clinic wrote, "What a lucky little girl." A gender specialist, an online transgender medical clinic. What a lucky little girl. It's a boy! You know what really annoys me about this stuff? It's just so contrary. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no logical sense, whatever. Let me explain something to you here, okay? So this idea that you can choose your gender, it runs along idealistic lines and veers into solipsism, this belief that we create reality from our own subjective views and opinions and project those onto the world. Essentially, we create the world we exist within. Reality is relative. The mind is primary and reality is secondary. And there's really no objective reality, okay? Everything is subjective. So this idea is that you can be whatever you identify, right? You identify as a male, you can be a male. You can identify as female, you can be a female. Somehow, though, you can't identify as being 150 if you're 20. I don't know how that works. You can identify as being something that you ain't, but you can't identify as being something you ain't. Oh, boy, these people are so stupid. Meanwhile, these people are advocating that their kids use objective reality, which they claim shouldn't exist and doesn't exist, and everything is open to interpretation, everything's relative, and everything is essentially perception is reality and all that bullshit. Yet, they are advocating for using drugs on young children to transition and change their biology. Wait a second. If everything is subjective, and there's no objective reality, there's no objective truth, such as if you're born a male, you're a male, you are what you are. That's an objective truth, an objective fact. And no, reality is created by the mind, not objective reality creates the mind and informs the mind. Then how in the world can you advocate for using objective reality, something outside of the mind, outside of the subjective experience of reality? How can you advocate something that is pretty objective, that changes the world and it exists outside of the mind, to alter your own biology and physiology and change yourself objectively? Wait, what? If reality is perception, perception is reality, if I identify as something, that's what I am, then what do you need to take all these drugs for? Why do you need the drugs? Well, I want to be what I feel like I am. What do you mean be? First you say that you identify as something. If you identify as something, then you are that something because you identify as that something. So why do you need drugs to become that something? That means you're not that something. Do you get it? Do you see the contradiction here? Do you see the flaws in the logic? It doesn't work. I feel like a man because I'm a man. Now if I said I feel like a Wayman, then that should be enough. Then I feel like a Wayman, I am a Wayman. So I'm going to take some drugs so I become more like a Wayman. But you're saying you feel like a Wayman, that makes you a Wayman, so you're already a Wayman. Why would you need to take drugs to become a Wayman? It doesn't make any sense. But of course these people don't see that. They don't see the contradictions, the flaws in their logic. Or the fact that you cannot possibly be a woman if you're a man. Okay? Because the objective truth is you're having to apply aspects of objective reality outside of your mind, outside of your perceptions, to change who and what you are. Meaning that your perception and your subjective feeling about who and what you are isn't changing anything, isn't altering anything, isn't making you into something you are not. The fact that you need drugs and that you're needing to take aspects of objective reality that, you claim doesn't exist, which would have to be the case if you can claim that I identify as something, therefore I am that something. Well, you're now saying that, no, that's not the case. I need to take all these fucking drugs to become that something. So Self-identifying as something isn't what makes you that something else. It's objective reality, it's truth, it's biology, it's biological facts, physiology, because those are the things you're actually having to change to become what you say you already are based on your feelings. It makes no sense. Anyway, oh my God. So this is why Charlize Theron is single, right? Who wants to deal with this? Single, and by the way, none of these kids are hers. She has no kids of her own. She's 43 years old. She was in some relationship with 10 years with the same guy, but never married him. And I think she adopted these kids after she broke up with him. So, in a relationship, 10 years, never had any kids, never married the guy. He dumped her ass. Then she got involved with Sean Penn, bad boy, older guy. That didn't work out either. Maybe had a romantic tryst with fucking Brad Pitt at one point. That didn't work out either. Just some banging, boffing. You know, he was just her booty call. And now she's got these two kids that aren't her own because I guess she didn't want to ruin her body. Yeah, I could have my own kids, but I'd stretch out my bone and I'd get a big, saggy saddlebag belly. And even if I had surgery to remove it, man, there'd be a scar. I don't want to ruin my wonderful, lovely career. Meanwhile, I've adopted this boy. Why'd she adopt a boy, by the way, if she wants a girl? I guarantee you that this kid is not suddenly saying one day without any input from her, Mommy, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl. Where would he get this idea? Where would he get this idea? He gets it from her, obviously. This is so dumb. So fucking dumb. Oh, my God. I don't think people realize just how impressionable kids are and how much they want to please their parents. I mean, you got Charlize running around all day talking about LGBTQ bullshit around her kid who is now 7 years old. And he sees how much she loves transgender people and hates cisgender people and talks about all this oppression and all that. And he also sees all the advantages to being a Wayman. And now he's hearing from Mommy, I could be a Wayman too and get all these wonderful, wonderful goodies. And Mommy will love me more because she spends most of her time shilling for these LGBTQ causes and ignoring me. So maybe if I become a girl, she'll pay some attention to me. A big surprise this kid would want to become a Wayman. Yeah. Ridiculous. This is so stupid. This is child abuse, by the way. This is child abuse. Absolutely fucking child abuse. Makes me so angry. So what do you think? You think this is child abuse? You think it's evil? You think Charlize Theron's out of her fucking mind? You think the fact that she believes dogs can be cats, cats can be dogs, and men can be Waymen, and Waymen can be men has something to do with why she's single? If so, contact me at The Realist Philosopher on Skype. That's The Realist Philosopher. All right, let's move on, shall we? Charlize Theron. Talk about living in a fucking bubble of your own creation. She doesn't know why she's single. Oh my God. Oh my God.